It has given me a peace of mind to say that mother can't throw the ball. You understand? But that is standing.
Bronx, I'm going to beat you too. I'm passing around the other side. Right there. Mike wants it up too. Let me show you can do
So we are live here at the Blackrock Sporting Facility where we are seeing the Stokelyville versus Leeds United, Stokelyville of Plymouth versus Leeds United of Wim. And a very, very interesting part of the Tobago Football Association competition. We know the competition was halted for a while and they have resumed. And so both teams are in with a chance to qualify for the semi-finals. Leeds is leading, is in this group up with 3 points above this team. So if Leeds lose today and Stokelyville would have won, then Stokelyville would be in with a chance to qualify for the semi-final. Leeds could afford to draw the game today or even win, and they would qualify for the semi-final. So it's all to play for both teams. We had goals coming in the first period of game as we are just about to see the second half of the game. The first half of the game we saw in the very, very, very early opening minutes of the game, about 5 minutes in, we had a goal scored by Leeds United. Goal scorer, Kyrie Joseph. He was the goal scorer, and I understand that he seems to be one of the leading goal scorers in this format of the game. And then we had equalizing some maybe about 20 or so minutes after. We had Liche Edwards scoring for Stokelyville. So we're just about to see the resumption of this game, Stokelyville versus Leeds United. Stokelyville, of course, in the yellow and green, and we have Leeds United in the blue. A splash of blue. Watching the game in the first period of the game, we definitely had seen some loopholes in the back of the Stokelyville defense, especially on this right side. They had a few players running in there into space and had opportunities that could have punished Stokelyville, but unfortunately the scoreline remains the same. We are seeing where the Leeds United team is concerned, if there is any susceptibility to this team, it will be in the center of their defense, which is a goalkeeper. He had shown 1 and 2. I don't know if it's nerves, but he would have given up some easy chances. And even the goal that was scored, one would say that he had an opportunity. He should have saved that. So throwing here to Leeds United. They would try to press. They would want to score a second goal to put themselves into a comfortable position. As it stands right now, if the game ends the way it is now, it will be in favor for Leeds because they could draw or they could afford to lose. Well, not lose, but at least they could afford to draw a win and qualify. It's a must-win for Stokelyville. So Stokelyville will be the team under the more pressure right now. They must win this game in order to secure a spot in the semi-finals. So we will wait to see how that will go. Nice ball into the area. We will see again good defensive work in the center by Stokely. They have shown that for the entire game. Their weak point is through the wing. They have been giving up some easy chances around the back of the defense. So the referee has brought into play here. The referee seems to be signaling that there's no foul. So it's going to be a throw from outside. The player is on the ground really agonizing. Maybe some theatrics in it. But the thing is that's the way of the game these days. The players, they go down, they roll, they do all kinds of things. And eventually the referee is buying none of it. So the referee would have awarded a throw. It's a Stokely opportunity to try to mount an attack, but the referee again, you'll have the spectators. Every time the whistle blows and it's against your team, there's always that feeling that it wasn't correct. So we'll see how that goes. Stokely is on the attack with this one. Can they get the ball in? Can he get across in? Oh, the player goes on. There definitely must be a card here. There's going to be a card shown for sure. It was indeed a late challenge. One would have expected that the player would try to go around him, and he could have at least given a technical foul in the sense of be a little bit more discreet with it. But he wasted no time in getting the player to the surface, and definitely the referee would oblige to that. A simple decision to be made, but it's a dangerous defending for Leeds. Ball coming in and goes over the bar. So definitely going to be a corner for Stokely. Again, the teams are always, no team like to be defending that cross ball. It's an opportunity here for Stokely to try and go up. They came from behind in the game so far. But can they take the lead away from Leeds? Could they make it 2-1? Ball coming in, nice ball headed away. Still opportunity, but clear by the defense. Again, the Stokely maintaining position with it, and will try to go forward again to see how they could see if they could change the run of the game so far. Great ball on the inside. Nice ball outside. Can he catch it? Does so. The opportunity for a cross inside, but well defended indeed. Well defended. So it's Leeds United opportunity now to try to go forward. And losing the ball in the midfield. Some poor ball control. I mean, the surface is not the easiest to play on. A lot of grassroots and so on you're seeing out there, and holes. So the players are doing well to even to control the ball when it comes on the surface. Opportunity for Leeds United to try to win a corner. They get a throw in instead. Easy pickup for the goalkeeper. And for the entire game, he has given one the impression as though he's not too comfortable in the goal area. But this time he picks it up off the surface pretty well and look very comfortable kicking it downfield as well. And we're having a situation here. The referee is just taking it in for a while, not in any haste to make a decision. And now he has the players and them separated, and the players have all retreated. He's calling the two players involved, and obviously he's going to have a word with them. it's a gentleman's game. You get a little pull and a little talk here and there. There's no need for the altercation. At the end of the day, what sense does it make? Referee will have his word with them, and hopefully they will get away without a card. Another referee might have dished out yellow card for both players, but this referee seems to be very calm, cool, and just a simple conversation with the both players, and the game restarts with a drop ball. Throwing for Leeds. So the referee signaled that there's a free kick for Leeds just on the half line, on the touch line, sorry. So Leeds will try to get that one into the 6 yards, definitely. The referee is motioning to the player to come off the ball, and he's still ball played inside. Oh my, pressure is on, and a missed kick by the defender here. Could this be a break for the referee's assistant? His right hand spot to see the on and off. Was offside, tried to jump back onside, but the referee caught him, because once he was offside and he get back in and then tried to go after the ball, he was always going to be flagged. Good call by the assistant. Quickly taking free kick. Opportunity here. Ball across the goalpost. Chance. No, headed away by the defense. Still opportunity for a shot. Over it, but he hits it wide. One would say that probably he strike the football pretty well, but he had a lot more time than he thought. And he could have even controlled that ball and then pick his spot, but he went for the one-time shot that dragged it wide. Oh. Game is being played with a lot of physical energy. Again, schooling for the back post. Wim still on the attack this time to their right side. Opportunity there for Wim to try to see if they could pull this game away by scoring again. But the Stokely Vale defense is equal to the task. Opportunity here. Ball comes across the goal post and outside. Corner. So corner Wim. Opportunity to get the ball into the area. Nice ball curling towards the back post. Head goes up. Comes off the head of a defender, and it's racing away from the goalpost. So, and the referee have to, it's a clumsy tackle that really doesn't warrant a card, but when you have the game being infringed so often, if the referee doesn't be careful, the game could get out of hand. He has to start making some example of players, lest the game run out of control. Ball around the back for Stokely. This is an opportunity here. Can he get the ball in? Can he get a cross in? Nice challenge by the defense. And then eventually cross comes in, but no trouble at all. It goes behind. Definitely a goal kick for Leeds United. Remember, both teams are playing with an opportunity to qualify for the semi-final. Remember, the Tobago Football Association, this competition would have been halted just before the Christmas season and would have resumed shortly after. And so teams are now juggling for positions on the table. And these two teams are in with a chance to go to semi-final. One with a better chance in terms of Leeds United. If the game stays this way, they are in with the best chance of qualifying. And if they win as well, for Stokelyville, it's a must-win game for them. So they needed scoreline to change, and they needed to change quickly. We have just started the second period about 10 or so minutes inside. But they would want to at least get a goal where they can feel a little bit more comfortable in terms of securing a position here that they must win. Ball coming across. Goalkeeper comes out, no problem. Player is up back on his feet, so the referee will start the game with a drop ball. As is the rule. So drop ball to restart the game. Both teams are playing this big ball. It's a long time you haven't seen football play like that, but if it works for you, it works for you. The opportunity here, keeping the ball on the carpet and playing it around, but as it stands, is kicking it down the field and maybe hoping. We remember the days of that kind of football. Teams are now being a little bit more constructive with playing. Could this be a break for Stokelyville? Could he get the cross into the area? The cross comes over. A big cross. He's still Stokelyville with it. Can he get the cross back over? Opportunity headed away. Beautiful piece of defending by Leeds United. And still Stokelyville with it. Let's see what they will do. They go right back to keep possession of it, which is the right thing. You keep possession. You try to wear your opponent down. Look for the runs between the defense. Nice turn. You look beautiful. Good pass inside. Yeah, not too certain the way his pants is. Maybe that is part of the reason why he couldn't get a proper control. Stokelyville seem to be having the better run this half. And Leeds got to be careful with that, because the one thing that they do not want to do is to lose. They could draw, but not lose. So they have to try to bring this game under control and keep it under control. Stokelyville know that they must win, so they are trying as hard to get this second goal. Ball comes across there, but cleared off by the defense, no problem whatsoever. Not enough players forward for Leeds. Not enough players forward for Leeds. And it's always going to be the outnumbered. So that is always going to be the situation. Throw in for Leeds. Definitely throw for. It's definitely a throw for Stokelyville, but again, the referee's decision stands as final. But even from our replay, you will see that it came off the Leeds player. Right in front of us, so we saw it. Hand the ball. And the rules of the game have changed where handball is concerned. We argued some years ago, it's ball and hand as opposed to hand and ball. The rule has changed significantly. Once the ball hits your hand and that hand is away from the body, it's definitely a handball, whether it's intentional or not. And that's the rigorous part of the game and the challenge for defenders, having to have to tuck their arms in when they are defending at all time, trying to keep the arm as close to the body. Could he get the cross in? The cross comes, but defense is equal to the task. No trouble at all whatsoever. No trouble. No trouble at all. And just to go back to the situation with the handball again, we're saying there was a time when the argument was hand on ball or ball and hand, and we had that argument going on, and they feel referee it was ball and hand, not the hand on the ball, and the FIFA has since changed the law where that is concerned for handball. And so once that arm is away from the body and the ball hits it, whether intentional or unintentional, it is a foul. The game will stop, and depending on where it is, it could even be a penalty. So defenders are forced now to keep the arms tucked in at all times when they are defending. And so it's almost difficult as a defender, sometimes defending where you got to play almost like in a straight jacket. Kind of easier for a striker to fake you with your arms tucked in. Your movements are going to be curtailed and then get around you because of the fact that you're trying to make sure that your hand is not in the way. We see a substitution to be made here. The number 19 goes in and the number 3 comes out for Stokely. In the meantime, we still waiting a corner. Will be coming in there. Leeds United with an opportunity, or is Stokelyville rather, with the opportunity to try to go ahead. Remember the score is locked at 1-1. 2 goals that came in the first period of play. Head going up. Good piece of defensive work. Good piece of defensive work by the Leeds United team. And they will try the thing, but again, not enough players forward. And the opportunity, while the defender is waiting, chance for goal, chance here. Could he make it count? Good piece of defending by the defender, and it's going to be a corner. But the defender stood with his hand in the air, waving for an offside, but the referee has overruled. The referee says it's going to be a goal kick. The referee says it's goal kick. But he stood with his hand in the air, appealing for an offside while the striker was running, going to goal. And the striker should have made better of the play than that. Should have made better of that. Again, the referee is having a word with the player. It's a good refereeing so far by the referee. I'm not in any haste to share cards, but he has to be careful with the amount of infringement, because after a while, especially as it gets later in the game, players are going to start to figure out to get away with certain things. Nice pass here, but cut out easily by the defense for Stokely, for Leeds. Almost beat his marker on the line, but ball gone into touch for throw-in. Stokelyville looking for the go-ahead goal here. Remember, locked at 1-1. It stays like that, no problem. Leeds would appreciate that. Nice pass, nice running. Nice return pass, nice overlapping run. Cross coming across the goalpost, but again, gone behind. The score, once it stays like this, Leeds are the happier of the two teams and will continue to be the happier of the two teams once it remains like this. Remember, both teams are battling here for a possible position in the semi-finals, and so points here right now is important for both teams. You don't really want to lose points, drop points, but Leeds have a 3-point advantage over the teams in this group, so they could afford to draw the match and still they could afford to lose 2 points and still be in front in terms of in the group, because if they match draw, they will lose 2 points, so it will come to a 1-point difference. But 1 point is still good enough. Once, if you're at the end of the day, you're 1 point ahead, you're the winner. Stokelyville doesn't have that luxury. They need the win. They need to dig a win out here. They need to find a win. Great ball, great ball. Defender will get it though. But great ball. The idea was good. The touches, the 3 touches there was pretty good. But unfortunately, the defender was equal to the task. Stokelyville will have to start it from outside. They would have to start it from outside with that throw in. And again, they will definitely need to get the ball into the back of the net. And the quicker they do that, the better for them, if they're going to stand any chance at all in qualifying in this group for the semi-final. Great ball on the back of the defense. Can you get the cross in? Good strong challenge by the defender. Puts the ball into touch, and it's going to be a corner. No doubt about that one. Corner quickly taken. Wow, headed in the air. Defense at work. Leeds will try to maintain the pressure down there. Still, Leeds will try to maintain the pressure. And this could be a chance here for a break for team, but good defensive work by the midfield for Leeds. Cross coming there. Goalkeeper comes out. This was almost an accident waiting to happen. The referee's assistant flag is in the air, indicating the goalkeeper down. But the goalkeeper at the time, the goalkeeper should have continued staying down. You don't get back up so thing as goalkeeper. The game cannot play without you. When the referee allow play for other players, once the goalkeeper is down, the game must stop. If you happen to be hearing some steel pan music, it's the carnival season, and this ground is situated very close to the Cats and Jammers pan tent, and they are in heavy rehearsal for Panorama coming up soon. So you'll hear the pan in the background, singing very nice symphony of music, very lovely at this Sunday afternoon. Playing dangerously in the back there so far, but doing a good job with the defensive work, moving the ball around. Is Stokelyville. Wim would not mind the ball staying in that half of the field and the score line staying as is. Oh. Opportunity here now for Stokelyville. Can they make this count? 1, 2, 3, 4 against 3. 4v3. 5v3 now. Can they get the ball in? Good piece of defensive work, or we should say poor piece of attacking work by Stokelyville. And eventually they get away. Leeds get away with it. Nice piece of ball work. Nice piece of work. And playing a nice ball inside. Could he get it there past the defender? Not at all. And it goes into touch or throw in. But again, Stokelyville making some opportunities, but not creating enough to secure a goal. And right now, goal is what they need. I see substitution to be made here. Number 26 coming in. And look like number 11 coming out. 17. 12. Number 12 coming out. So definitely Stokelyville looking for strikers to try to get this win. They need the win. They must win if they're going to stand a chance to qualify for semi-finals. But Leeds so far is doing a good job in defense and preventing any chance of a goal. Pass inside. A nice return pass. Could he get it across in? Still can't get the ball across the goal. Throw in for Leeds here. Definitely throw in for Leeds. Again, it's going to be another throw in for Leeds. We could call a one. That one is right in front of our camera, so we can call a one. Easy call. Even without the referee's assistant, we can see that one went out off the body of the player. Throw in again. Leeds wouldn't mind the ball staying down in that half of the field and the scoreline remaining as is. Substitution to be made for Leeds United, number 18 going in. Looks more like a defensive ploy, trying to make sure that Stokelyville doesn't score, and we have number 9, number 8 coming out. Look like a defensive ploy. And why not? All you need from this game is 1 point. If you get the 1 point, you'll be in a good position. You don't want to lose. Stokelyville must win. So the pressure is on them. And we're seeing where Leeds are playing with more players in their half, and why not? As they try to defend the few minutes remaining in this one. Remember, there's another game coming up right after this. It's a doubleheader today, so another game coming up right here, right after this. The goalkeeper has been making a meal today, trying to get the ball out. Oftentimes the ball goes nowhere, and he hits the ball and the ball keeps coming right back at him. This time he managed to get it up with the assistance of players to the half line. But it's a lot of situation there. We have another substitution to be made here. Leeds United 4 coming on. And the referee is asking who is coming off. The Leeds has to be careful with player change at this time, because again, all you need from this game is 1 point. So be careful what you're doing. Except they're strengthening defense. The number 4 on the back seems to suggest that he's a defender going into playing a defensive position, trying to strengthen, making sure that they keep the goal line as is, while his players try to get the goal on top. But Stokelyville would want to change this. Good ball work so far. Can they get it into the area? Again, good piece of defending by Leeds, and Leeds need to do nothing fancy at all. All they need to do is just to keep the ball out the goal. And once they continue to keep the ball out the goal, definitely that's all they need. So goal kick for Leeds. Ball headed back of field. Can he turn on his man? Try to play it inside. Oh, a chance here for goal, and he tried to pull and kick at the same time and didn't get any proper boot on it. The ball just went tamed to the goalkeeper. But nice try. And you could see definitely that Leeds have decided to sort of defend this off, because the ball is now going forward straight to Stokely and coming back. But they got to be careful of that. What they need to be trying to do is to keep possession of the football. Ball coming across, because if you keep trying to defend, as the old saying goes, pressure burst pipe. The ball comes over and goes close to the touchline, to the goal line. And it seemed as though it has gone behind for a goal kick. Substitution again to be made here. The goal scorer, Elche Edwards, is coming off, and the number 23 for Stokelyville is on. And no doubt that they are putting on fellas to try to see if they could get the goal, because they need the goal. On the other side, Leeds is putting on players to defend the goal, to make sure that they don't get another goal. And so it is going to be that way. So it's going to be forward versus defense just about now. Who will be the team who wants it most? Who can hold their nerve longer in this game to come away with the points? Stokelyville. Strong challenge, but runs to Stokelyville. Defended by Leeds, still Stokelyville. And every time it seems as though Stokelyville has more than 11 players on the field. Every time the ball is coming off and going to a Stokelyville player, Leeds will come away with it this time. Back to Stokelyville. And if we talk ball possession in this half, definitely Stokelyville had the better in terms of the possession of the football. But if you get the possession, you have to at least try to score. And so far the goal line still remain the same. It's 1-1. And Leeds United will indeed enjoy this score line if it remains the same, because it will do them good. The same can't be said for Stokelyville. They need the 3 points. Where are they going to get that goal from? Where is it going to come from? So far the game is playing. It looks as though both teams have scored a goal already. Like there's no more goals to come in this one. But you never know. Someone might pull a rabbit out of the hat. Swinging across the goalpost. Goalkeeper comes out and eventually leaves it. Stokely, this is Leeds with an opportunity. Can they get the ball in? Can they get it in? The action there almost seemed like a primary school game. Both teams, I've never seen that before, where you have senior games like these and both teams are walking away from the ball and nobody wants it to try. No, usually, even at instances when the ball come off your player, the team takes it up and still try to throw it. But this time, everybody walk away from the ball and nobody was contesting it. And it was clearly a Stokelyville try. I don't know what Stokelyville saw, why they wasn't going for it, and they are the ones who need to get the ball going as quickly as possible because they need the goal. Eventually the referee assistant had to come in and say, well, the throw is Stokelyville, and then there was some action from Stokelyville. I would hate to think that is the lack of knowledge of the rules of the game that I had the both teams backing away from the ball. When you're playing the game, you need to know when the whistle blow, you need to know exactly what the whistle, why the whistle blow, whose free kick it is. You don't need the referee to say, kick going this way, that going that way. You need to know. So that's Stokelyville throwing on the far side. Stokelyville need to get the ball up. They need to get a goal. They need to get a goal if they're gonna stand a chance to qualify. Whereas Wim need to just keep them out. Just keep them out. Hold on. Keep holding on. And nothing else would take the pressure off of you than a goal. If you get a goal, then it's all over. Whoever scores now, you could almost say will win. Right in front of the referee and card. Definitely. A player that has just come into the game. He tried to hold back, but yeah, right in front of the referee. 26 goes into the book. That little black book of the referee. The referee says, no, you have to wait. The days when we try to play fast because the referee taking time and you're hoping to think because darkness coming. Now we have light, floodlights. There's no need. The referee's going to add everything back. So there's no need. Take your time. The referee is ready. When the referee is ready, you play. Substitution again to be made. Kyrick seems to be the goal scorer. Is coming out. Putting a fresh pair of legs up front. Hoping that they can secure a goal. And maybe giving Kyrick some opportunity to get some leg rest for the games coming up in the semi-final. Maybe they're already counting it that they're already in the semi-final, and so they give him a little break because he's the one that you know for sure. The record seems to suggest that he is the goal scorer for the team and the leading goal scorer at that. So if he's been taken out at this time, it means that the team management is quite comfortable that Wim have this one in the bag, right? Let's see how it goes with some time remaining. I guess not much time, but still some time remaining, enough for a goal to score. Opportunity here for Wim. Can they get the opportunity? Again, the last pass let them down. Still Wim coming again with it. Still Wim, and the player goes down. But see, it was such a clumsy tackle because the player was going, the ball was going so long away from the player that Stokelyville would have easily taken that ball. The player did nothing there really to foul the guy, and he puts his team under some pressure here because from a free kick like that, you could have a goal scoring. So you have about 6 minutes remaining in this one. According to the referee's assistants, 39 minutes have played. So about 6 minutes remaining in this one. Still enough time for a goal or even two. Stokelyville would have to try their best to defend this one. They do not want to go behind at this stage in the game. Ball coming in. Again, poor kick. Goes wide. No trouble at all for the goalkeeper. And Stokelyville will start it from the back. Right in front of the referee, some very, very violent footwork in terms of tackle, lying down and sweeping, but missing all entirely. And had he collect, it would have been a different situation. Wim with it. Can they get the ball into the area? Not at all cut out by Stokelyville. And Stokelyville have to move the ball a little faster than that. Time is against them. Time is against them. They got to move it a little faster than that. And it's Wim turn now to come forward with it. Can there be an opportunity here? Opportunity for us. Can he have a shot? Shot coming and goal. Oh, and just wide. Just wide. Just wide. Just wide. But and he will count himself very unlucky because it was an opportunity that he could have buried this game once and for all. He just kicked wide, dragged the shot wide. But definitely a chance at goal there. Wim on the attack again. Wim on the attack again. Player goes down. Referee says free kick. Kind of belated, but kind of belated with the whistle, but the whistle came nonetheless. One would have thought that the whistle would have come a lot earlier. Maybe the referee was playing for an advantage, even though I didn't see one, but who knows. Free kick to Leeds United. With about 4 minutes or so remaining in the game. If this goal score, that will be it. Stokelyville will hang up their boots and wait for the next season to start later on this year. I almost say next year, but we are already into 2024. This is the 2023 season being completed. So in a few months' time, they'll be starting again. Opportunity here for Wim. What is he going to do? Kick it American football style, over the bar, touchdown. Kicked it wide, deflect off the defense for Stokelyville. Ball coming across there, but still Stokelyville getting it out, and this opportunity now for Stokelyville to try to break quickly. The ball is thrown down, but again the referee says infringement, so it's going to be a free kick to Leeds, and I think we can call this one is just about it. Leeds will go away with the 1 point here that will do them good in terms of qualifying for the semi-final. Stokelyville, definitely, who needed the win, are going to be short this evening in terms of it. But this is an opportunity here for Wim. Wim coming across the goalpost, strong challenge by the defender, and it's going to be a corner. So at least Leeds have an opportunity again to try to see if they can cover this game once and for all by scoring a next goal and sealing the deal, which would be the ideal thing to happen. But we wait to see how that will unfold itself. With just about a minute or so remaining in this one, maybe with added time, not too certain. It seems as though this one is almost just about finished. And Leeds United with Galway feeling the better team in terms of the outcome of this one. Can we see a goal coming in this dying stage of the game? Ball comes in across the area. Head goes up, missed by everyone, and goes straight over to the other side for a throw. The one thing that Leeds United doesn't want to do is to give up the opportunity here. By trying to press a goal that they don't need at this time and end up giving up one in the back, that could cost them an opportunity to qualify for the final. The referee is very clear with the signal that there was a handball. Again, as we said, the rules have changed so much in terms of handball that players has to be so careful with the arm. Make sure even when you jump into head the football, you almost have the jump looking almost very starched. You can no longer could use the hand for leverage, especially when you are in the area. You know, when you go to jump, you usually use your arms to get some height. As you jump, the hand goes up with you. These days, if you do that and the ball hits you on the arm, whether or not it's intentional, and you're in the area and you're defending, penalty. So one has to be careful. So the opportunity here, center of the goalpost for Leeds United. This definitely would seal the game and put an end to it. Even though they don't score, the time would also do that, seal it and put an end to it. But I think they are looking to see if they could get a goal here. Shot coming there. Oh, and goal. Goal. What a beautiful free kick. Indeed, the goalkeeper was right on the post, and he just, for a moment when I saw him look at it, I told myself it went wide. But when I saw it coming around the Tarana thing in the onion bag, I said, no. Very, very beautiful free kick. And so Leeds will walk away with the 3 points here, no doubt, because there is very little time here to be added in this one. It looks as though this is it. So Leeds is going to take this one. They're going to take this one. And definitely Stokely Vale will go away probably saying to themselves, only if. Seems as though the referee would have indicated, I think it's about 4, maybe either 2 or 4 minutes. I am a distance away, so I can't tell. Like, his hand was in the air, showing the players it's either 2 or 4 minutes. So if it's 4, there might still be an opportunity for a goal. But a draw still wouldn't help Stokely Vale. What Stokely Vale need right now is 2 goals. If they get 2 goals, they win, and it will help them. A draw would still leave Leeds in a good position. So Leeds is sitting very comfortable. They could afford to give up the goal and still be in with the chance. Almost, except for 3 players, the goalkeeper and 2 others, well, 3 others, the one kicking the ball. Everybody else for Stokely Vale is in on the edge of the box there for Leeds United. The referee is just setting the distance from the ball. Ball comes in across the goalpost, put behind, corner. I think from here, the only thing that could happen is the game could draw, but if it draws again, it is still in Leeds' favor. Kick comes in, head goes up, goalkeeper touch over the bar, corner, next side. But there is always a way called bragging rights and so on to say, well, you didn't beat me. So they getting the goal for Stokely Vale is still a good thing for them to do, but it wouldn't help them in terms of their position on the table. If they were to draw the game, it wouldn't help them. Referee says another corner, and definitely the game is going to end right in this corner. Head goes up, ball comes back in, come out again, still Stokely Vale. Can they get it back into the area? Nice shot. Wide at the mark. It looked good while it lasted. Beat 2 players and have a shot from about 40 yards out, and it went with some venom, but wide at the mark. So definitely we're seeing here at this Blackrock recreational facility where Leeds United coming into this game needing some points at least to stay in the position to qualify for semi-finals. They would have come out and very early draw blood by scoring the first goal within the first 5 minutes of game, and then would have given up one that caused the game to be in balance going into the half. And they come out back, and just a few minutes ago from a free kick, the player just nonchalantly curling it past the standing goalkeeper into the corner, the post, for a 2-1 lead that is leaving them in a very, very good position. Stokely Vale will try to get this one in. High boots going in, both players, the referee saying the defender is the guilty party here. And so it's going to be a free kick for the attacking team, which is Stokely Vale, just outside the 18 on the apex there, where the 2 lines meet. So we are going to have the opportunity here for another chance at goal for Stokely Vale. Again, as we say, for them right now, it's about bragging rights that the team didn't beat me, we drew, as opposed to the points making any difference at elevating them on the points chart. So they are definitely going to end up out of the semi-finals. They're going to end up with out of a chance to be in the semi-final, whereas Leeds, no matter what happened going forward from here in terms of whether goal scores or the goal line remain the same, they would definitely go ahead into the semi-final position from this group. And so the referee says that it is going to be a throw-in for Stokelyville, long throw, right in towards the back post. It goes up, headed away. And the referee has sounded his whistle, which indicate that that's the end of the play. Again, just to summarize for you, Leeds United coming into this game with knowing that they had a chance to the semi-final. All they had to do was to make sure that they didn't lose. Very early in the first period of play, first 5 minutes, they would have scored through Kyrick Joseph, and he would have made sure that they had a lead. About some 20 odd minutes later, we had goal scoring from Liche Edwards. He would have scored for Stokelyville, equalizing the score, and they went in at halftime 1-1. That scoreline would have done it for Leeds. They came out second half, still Leeds with the opportunity that they are going to get into the semi-final if the scoreline stays the same. They played right down to almost to the final, the 40th minute or so of the game, when handball just on the center of the goalpost outside of the 18-yard, and we had Leeds United players stepping up and just nonchalantly just curling that one over the wall and having enough time to dip, and the goalkeeper was right on the post, but from where the position he looked, it seemed as though he thought it was going to go out, and it just came right on the inside of the post and rolled across the net, and it was 2-1, and that's how it ended here. We will leave it here for now, and we'll come back for the second match in this doubleheader right after this. This one is a All right, so we are back here at the Blackrock Recreational Ground to take in this second game of the doubleheader. The first part of the doubleheader saw Leeds United playing against Stokely. Leeds United coming away comfortable winners with that one by 2-1. 3 beautiful goals would have scored today. So Leeds United have more or less secured an opportunity for a semi-final spot. Stokely not so fortunate. Now we are in to see this second game of the doubleheader, where we will see Georgia boys playing in baby blue, as they call it, and we have Carnbee Mount Pleasant playing in the red and black. So what happened is that these both teams are here today, and both coaches, I spoke with them, they have told me that they are here to win. In fact, both teams cannot afford to lose any points today. They need 3 points. So it's going to be a keenly contested game. With both teams are seeking to walk away with the 3 points from this. Both teams have 2 games remaining with chance to qualify, but they must get the 3 points from this. So it's a must win for both teams if they stand any chance of qualifying for the semi-final. Chance coming in and goal. Oh, just cleared off the line there. So Georgia look already as though they want to draw first blood. Georgia in their red and black stripes. And it is, Carnbee in the red and black stripe and Georgia in the baby blue. So ball gone right back to the Carnbee Mount Pleasant. And they look as though they want to take this 3 points very, very early. They came, the coach is very, very pumped up. The players are pumped up. They say nothing else but 3. They say we have come today to take 3 points. We're not going to wait for them to give it to us. We're taking 3 points. Chance here for Mount Pleasant. A challenge here. Referee has sounded his whistle. No whistle. The ball continues to play. It's Georgia trying to go the other way. Going through their right side. The referee has now sounded his whistle as the player is still down. But I tell you what though, the referee's assistant was right there to make a decision as to whether or not the challenge was a challenge that deserved a card, but or even a foul, and the referee assistant seemed not to be interested in it at all. So we have that situation there. So it's still 0-0 here. Very, very early days yet, but both teams, as I said, speaking to the both managers before the game, they would have indicated to me that today's a day where it's not about losing points. Today's a day you got to get all 3 points. And so it is going to be a real challenge for both teams, because one team could walk away with the 3 or both will share it. But the coaches are not about sharing today. They're talking about walking away with the 3. So we'll see how this one will go. We expect it to be very, very high-spirited. We expect it to be very, very competitive. And then it may even become a bit physical. Maybe a few fouls, more fouls than we would see in a normal game in the season, but this is crunch time. So one would expect that. It can be Mount Pleasant trying to move this ball forward, trying to get it close to the goal, trying to get into the area to pick up a chance for a goal. But while all that is going on, a player would have gotten himself in a tangle there, and he's still holding, but managed to get up, and he's putting in the challenge there. So Georgia now trying to go forward. When the ball is in the air, it's anybody's football. Anybody's football. But Georgia right on the edge of the box. Goalkeeper comes and then retreats. No problem at all. So as I was saying that both teams are looking to take the 3 points. They need the 3 points to move forward in this part of the competition. Remember again, the Tobago Football Association would have halted the league just before Christmas and would have started back this league after Christmas. So we are into the end part of it. This is where teams are vying for semi-final spots. The referee missed that opportunity with a player jersey being tugged. The ball comes across there, but no chance at all for a goal, at least not yet. Still Carnbee Mount Pleasant in possession. Still Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Squaring it across. It's in the area. Again, cleared out by the defense of Georgia. And Georgia will try to move this one forward. The referee was right on spot to see that one. A very cheeky piece of defensive work there that got the boot of the player and missed the ball completely. So the referee was an easy decision to signal there for a free kick for Georgia. Georgia in their baby blue and black. Ball quickly played forward there. Nice movement, but Carnbee Mount Pleasant is equal to the task. And a poor pass indeed, and it goes into touch. So throw in for Georgia. I guess at this time, teams are still trying to get that air out so that they could start running. So the ball will be changing from team to team. Carnbee Mount Pleasant, one man trying to take on, so it's two. Nice ball played through the defense. Can he get there before the goalkeeper? No, he does not. But the idea was on, but definitely well defended by Georgia boys. Georgia with the throw in. There was once a time when Georgia was one of the leading teams in the Tobago Football Association. Opportunity here for a goal, but could he get the shot off? He could have tried. The goalkeeper was off his mark and trying to retreat to the goal. And had he get the opportunity to shoot, he could have caught the goalkeeper, but he did not. Still Carnbee Mount Pleasant, robbed of it. Again, playing football without communication. That was an easy indication to say, man on your back. But nothing. The player turned, and by the time he turned, he would have been robbed of that ball. We're seeing where the communication in the game of football seems as though it has gone out. No longer hearing players communicating with each other on the field of play. Long down the center, headed away beautifully there by the defense for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. But they're still not out of trouble yet. Shot coming from outside and no trouble for the goalkeeper. Acute angle, goes over the top, and goal kick for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Again, if you are hearing from my microphone the sweet symphony of steel pan music in the background is Cats and Jammers. We are right by the they have their patent right by the playing field here, and they're practicing hard for the Panorama competition that is coming up. So, ball is played, nice ball down the line. Can he get the cross in? Can he get it in? Can he beat his man? He beats his man, and he's tripped up there, but the referee says no foul. Wow. Well, I know that the players are a little bit peeved, and they should be, because they would have rather take the free kick. But nevertheless, they won themselves a corner, and so far the referee has been very brave, and he's allowing certain challenges to go without the whistle, which is what you really want to see. You want to see football play. You don't want to see the referee stopping the game. Nice cross coming across. Head goes up, headed on the back post, and it goes wide. But this, so you got to call this a chance, a half a chance, but this should have counted at this level. That should have been in the back of the net, to at least forcing the defender to make a save, or the goalkeeper. It was headed wide. A long kick. If the score line was 1-0 and the time before the game completed was like about 2 minutes, we would have said shot in desperation. But it's so early in the game. I guess they're trying to try the goalkeeper to see what metal he's made of. Hence they're kicking this shot from there. And an easy call for the referee's assistant for offside there. So it's going to be free kick for Georgia, for Carnbee Mount Pleasant, to bring it off from their back.
See, that's my problem with getting sports cover. You have multiple events. There's no way to have somebody without the getting paid to go and cover it. Because nobody coming.
Long diagonal pass off the head of the defender. Let's see what the assistant is going to say. Definitely off the head of the defender. Let's see the decision there. Oh, it didn't go. Wow. Ball kept in play. Georgia is trying to bring the ball forward. Good piece of defensive work by the defense for Carnbee Mount Pleasant, but then a poor pass back to the defense. Luckily, again, clean up, and that's going to go outside. It seems as though substitution is about to be made here. Georgia FC, number 7 is going in, and it looks as though number 21. It looks like number 21 is coming out. 27, number 27 is out. Maybe due to some injury, and with games still to play before the season is completed, you don't want to lose a player totally, so they are taking him off at this time to save him maybe for later on. Hopefully they get the 3 points and they are able to go forward where he can come back in, because he walked off the park very, very strong. You could almost not detect that there's anything wrong with him by the way he walked off, but definitely he's in some discomfort as he's been treated on the bench right before us here. But it's Carnbee Mount Pleasant who will try to architect a move from the back going forward. But Georgia is seeking to spoil that, and then give it right back to Carnbee Mount Pleasant. A ball for play around the back of the defense, but the defender is equal to it. And eventually the referee's assistant flag is in the air, indicating that it's going to be a throw for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. A shot is coming from way out, but player off balance, and the surface, as I tell you in the first match, the surface is not the best. You see a lot of grass, bumps, and some little footholds and so on. So it's going to be very, very difficult for ball control and to take shots with ball bouncing, because the bounce is always going to be awkward. Poor kick by the goalkeeper, but it got far. And then, of course, Georgia Mount Pleasant give it up to Georgia and then kicked into touch. So throw in for Mount Pleasant Carnbee. Goalkeeper looked very, very calm there, just playing that ball for his defender. Nice ball so far, well worked by Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Then changing the play, nice and big. But again, the player couldn't control for himself. There was a time when we used to say he has a big family, control for him and his family. This chance here for shot on goal, the goalkeeper touches it and it goes over the bar. The angle was a very acute angle. It's always going to be difficult to score on the goalkeeper from that position. But he had the shot off. The goalkeeper touched it. It went behind. So it's going to be definitely a corner, for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. You remember both teams are seeking to get all 3 points in this match. None of the coaches seem to suggest that they looking for any draw. They come for blood. They're taking all 3 points. And of course, they need the 3 points. Both teams to go further in the competition. Ball coming on the back post there. The goalkeeper is coming but cleared off by the defense. Still, it is Mount Pleasant Carnbee with it. Can they get it back into the area? The ball is squared there. The goalkeeper clutches it. No problem. No problem at all whatsoever. Great ball, wrong the back of the defense, but good piece of defensive work there by Carnbee Mount Pleasant, number 14. Nice, strong challenge there. But the play was a very well-worked play, out and in and through the vacant space, but the defender read it comfortably. The striker just guilty of showing too much of the football to the defender, and he would have no problem in sliding that one into touch for a throw into Georgia. Again, this is a Tobago Football Association, the resumption of the league 2023. It has now gone into 2024. It is not something that will usually happen, but they have gone into 2024. So in a few months' time, they will be resuming the 2024 season. What this does is that it creates a good opportunity for the players to stay fit, and we will probably long for the day when they will play the season from starting 1 year and going into like they usually do in the international leagues, so that the players will get more playing opportunities. Right? So this might be something that was forced on the league, but at the end of the day, the league might very well want to consider keeping this format going, where you play a part of it in the year before and then continue in the other year to give players as much playing time as possible. It's going to help with the fitness of the players and keeping them match ready. It's going to do well for the football in Trinidad and Tobago on a whole. If we could have the leagues playing as opposed to just one part of the year, if we can get it playing like the international leagues are, it is going to help. Because what usually will happen is that the league will start around May and it will conclude by November of the same year, and then it will not resume until May the other year. So you have at least about 7-8 months of no football at all happening. But with this now, with this league continuing from last year into this year, we are into January, and it may very well go into February because we have the semi-final and all these things to come off. So it may go into February or close to February, and then it will start again in May, June. So the players would have been playing football already in this year. So there will be more match ready and so on So if they could keep it on and maybe have the league running until about April, May, and then breaking off and starting back in June, July, it will really do well for football and development of football in Trinidad and Tobago. But we see how that will go. This is Tobago Football Association, and the league continues. So we're down to crunch time now. Teams are needing the points. They cannot afford to drop points. Everybody need all the points they can get now. So Georgia with the corner, can they get the ball into the area? Ball comes across the goal post, head on the back post. Chances there, but cleared off there by Carnbee. Shot coming from far out. Never was any trouble at all for the goal post or the goalkeeper. Was always going to, from the time he lined up behind it, the height of the ball, the height of the player, it always know that he was going to kick that ball very high because the bounce was very close to him, and he never got himself over it. So it was always going to go behind, and so it's goal kick for Carnbee, Mount Pleasant. Is that kind of football that you usually call very unattractive football? When you see teams kicking the ball deep from in the side of the 18-yard box, kicking it high in the air down the road, it's almost like that's a long time football, we call it. But if it works for them, fine. We would still prefer to see the teams playing responsible football and bringing it out from the back and knocking it around and so on as they try to mount an attack, as opposed to this big kick down the center of the field that oftentimes goes nowhere and may quicker get players injured than anything else. Carnbee Mount Pleasant with the throw in. Carnbee Mount Pleasant throw in again. A little closer to the 18-yard now, so we could see probably a throw coming into the area and opportunity for them to draw first blood. So far it is 0-0 in this encounter, with both teams needing the 3 points. Again, we see the goalkeeper just kicking the ball downfield to no one in particular. The kind of football being played here is football that I've seen in Tobago back in the 80s and 70s. It almost looks unattractive. Well, in fact, it does look unattractive. I tell you that number 7 have done well not to go into the referee's book from that play. It's a play that could have easily well lead to him being booked. Again, big strong cross coming in. The goalkeeper collects the ball. The players seem to be appealing for that the ball went behind, but in any case it would be a goal kick because it was his player that kicked the ball across anyhow. Carnbee Mount Pleasant still trying to control the midfield, but so far the ball has been played big. The game before, you see a lot more passing of the football, but this one seems as though it's just a backs and forwards. Big kick down the center over all the players, and then it comes the other way. And you really want to see the football being placed on the carpet and the players knocking it around and moving the ball in between spaces as players move. That's the kind of attractive football that you want to see. When will one team settle along and start playing the football around? We wait to see in this particular game how that is going to pan out. Poor touch, poor touch, poor touch. The basic skills in the football, the first thing is to control the football. And he was right on the line, probably very unaware of where he was, because he should have turning on the inside, he turned on the outside, and he was always going to go out once he did that. Very easy one for the referee. Right hand spot, right in front of the referee, less than a yard away. The referee was right there to see that one, and wasted no time in awarding the free kick to Georgia FC. So it is the Carnbee Mount Pleasant who will have to try to defend this one. Into the area. Goalkeeper wanted careful with the bounce, but he was there and clutches it well. So danger averted. Right, and that's what you want to see. The ball start in the back and this big kick up the field. You need players now to come to support the move. Nice pass, but no supporters, and the team, they are playing too far from each other, the back and forth. So this opportunity here, this could be a chance, but the referee's assistant flag is in the air, indicating offside. But they pass through the defense, look really, really good. And again, the player would have made a meal of it because he overrun it. But thank God he was saved the embarrassment because of the referee's assistant flag in the air. Carnbee Mount Pleasant with it. Still trying to move forward. Overweighted pass. No trouble at all for the goalkeeper. Georgia's turn now. So it's attack both ends. Both ends. Throw into Georgia boys. So Georgia FC with it throw in. Both teams still looking for their opening goal. Can Georgia walk this one into the area to get an opportunity? The ball comes across. Shot coming on goal, deflected there by the defense. Still Georgia FC with it. Shot coming from outside. Again, but the player had to check his shot as he saw in the corner of his eye. His own player come in and he kind of half kick, half block. Eventually it went nowhere but behind for a goal kick. So far from the goal post. Goal kick to Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Again, the players are all running away from the ball. It means that it's going to go big, nice. It started from the back. Better attractive football when you play it that way. Nice, beautiful, beautiful. That's what they want to see. Yes, knock the ball around. And then you run out of ideas. Playing the football in one small space, and this is an opportunity for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Can he take it in? That first touch let him down. He dragged it a little too heavy and was in the area, but he was always going to get the defender involved there because of the drag. He should have controlled that ball long before that and put the defender on the space where the defender had to try to defend him, but he gave the defender opportunity to slide that one into touch. Throw come in, headed out there by the defense for Georgia. And Georgia will want to take this the next way. Again, one back there by Carnbee Mount Pleasant, and the player goes down. No trouble at all for the referee. Easy decision to be made where that is concerned. Both teams are still locked here in terms of the locking horns, but 0-0 is the score. Both teams need the 3 points. None is willing to settle for a draw, and they can ill afford a draw at this time. Ball coming in towards the back for Quedin. Ahead, come on, but beautiful held by the goalkeeper. But really, a nice set play here by Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Oh my. A little piece of sloppiness in terms of defensive work there by the defender, but thankful for them that the other defender was right and spot to clean up that. So it's going to be a corner for Georgia FC, and they would probably want to get this into the box, and they would probably want to make this count to open their scoring. Both teams are locked here 0-0. And about a half of this first half has already gone. So somebody need to get a goal to change the look of this game. Ball comes in, goalkeeper goes up, punches it away, shot coming in. But the ball was almost behind the kicker when he decided to kick there, so it was always going to go one way. The referee has signaled for the medics, who will run out there now to try to assist the player down. Remember in the first part of this doubleheader, we saw where Leeds United versus Stokely. Leeds United came out winners. Goal that was scored for them in both half of the game, winning by 2-1. And we saw where at the end of the day, Stokely would have scored one goal that was scored in the first half as well, but they weren't able to get on the scoring card in the second half, and that game ended favorably for Leeds, who have put themselves in a very advantageous position for semi-final spot in that group. And now it is Georgia and Carnbee Mount Pleasant, their turn. And I had a little chat with the managers of the team just before the start of this game and asked them how important is this game for them. And they would have both said to me that this is a must-win game for them. And one manager said to me, which is Georgia manager, while we have 2 games remaining, we need to at least get the 3 points in this game. And if they get the 3 points in this game, all they would need to qualify for semi-final would be 1 more point. And so they are just seeking to get the 3 points here and make it a little easier going into the next game, which way all they would need would be a draw to give them the 1 point to qualify for the semi. So they definitely have worked it out, and they know what they need to do. And what they need to do is that they need to win today. The Carnbee Mount Pleasant team also need the win. And they say a lose for them today would more or less knock them out of any chance of qualifying for semi-final. So they have to win. Both teams. The referee says yeah, that is there's no need to argue with the referee there, but that is in the law books. That is black and white. Any player who stopped this restart of a play after the referee would have blown his whistle for a foul, any player who stopped the restart of play will get a card. Right? He is going to be carded. And so the referee has played it exactly as it is called in the book. So we say straight from the book. No arguments there whatsoever. The player tried to stop the restart of play. So that was just it, and it goes into the referee's book, that little black book. Your name could only go in there once before you will take no other part in the game. If your name goes in there a second time, well, you're off. That's it. You're out. You see, Carnbee, Mount Pleasant is forced to make a substitution due to the injury of one of their players. They are forced to make a substitution, and they would have done so. And it would appear as though the substitution was ill-timed in that the player is set and ready to go, but apparently like the substitution was already made, so he doesn't have a choice but to sit on the bench. And maybe that's a man they were counting on to get goals to them or something, but the substitution has already been made. Somebody should have got to the medics and find out the condition of the player before they make the decision. So the decision was already made, so the player has no choice. Wow, beautiful piece of football there. The skill is immaculate skills, man. Very, very well worked. You would want to see the replay of that, at least. It can be Mount Pleasant now. Player to display some skills, but loses the ball, and it's Georgia gonna bring it forward now. Poor pass, and a ball through, but overweighted pass, trying to send the player through the defense, and just hitting it too powerfully. It goes to the goalkeeper, so there's no chance at all of trying to change the scoreline. At this time, it remains 0-0. The referee say time, we're playing with time. And interestingly, the game, because there was a time, and I've seen the game change so often where the goalkeeper and the football in hand is concerned. There was this, one time there was this 5 seconds with the ball in hand. You got to get rid of the ball. There was a time when the goalkeeper could hold the ball as long, and it went back to holding the ball as long. There's no longer time in terms of the ball in the goalkeeper hands. So the goalkeeper is holding the ball and the referee is saying, yeah, we play with time, we need to get the game going. Right? Maybe FIFA want to look at that again, because goalkeepers can't hold the ball forever and ever, as though it's some kind of prize trophy. Opportunity here for Carnbee Mount Pleasant, but well handled in the back there by Georgia. And again, still Carnbee Mount Pleasant with it. Still Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Players are calling. Shot coming and goal. Goalkeeper goes and make a brilliant save, but the ball bubbles up and then goes behind, and it's going to be a corner. Yeah, but a very nice, well hit shot that was going very low towards the near post, and the goalkeeper had to dive and got his hand under it, pushing it. It bubbled up against the crossbar and eventually just run wide of the goalpost into touch, and it's going to be a corner for Mount Pleasant, Carnbee Mount Pleasant. The corner comes in, goalkeeper, brilliant corner. Oh, opportunity here for, and it look as though the Carnbee Mount Pleasant player would have handled the ball, and he was on the goal line. All he had to do was to feint in the goal and allow the ball to go in, but the ball came so quickly, it hit against his body, and so he would have denied his team definitely a goal scoring opportunity, because that was one, that was in the bag. He actually unscored the goal. yeah. Actually unscored the goal. So Georgia lived to fight on. Scoreline remained the same. And Georgia goes into the big kick down the field now, the unattractive football that I was speaking of, being played by Mount Pleasant, Carnbee Mount Pleasant. They have since resorted to playing the more constructive type football, and Georgia now is resorting to kicking it downfield. You almost get the sense as though they are so desperate for a win that they are just trying to hustle the ball along the track to get a goal, to buy a goal, and it's not working. So then what sense does it make? Carnbee Mount Pleasant with a free kick. It's always fun to hear the players try to play and referee at the same time. They know when a yellow card is supposed to be given, and they can hear men telling the referee, "There's a yellow card. Referee, there's a yellow card, boy. There's a yellow card," and the referee has to control his game and not be bothered with players and their comments, and even sometimes the spectators. You just got to shut everybody out and you play the game according to the rule of the game. So the referee has to judge whether or not it was a reckless tackle, or whether or not it was clumsy. If it's reckless, then it's definitely going to be a card. If it's clumsy, then there's no card. So the referee has to decide all that in his own mind, and not bother with the spectators. Shot chance here, shot and go, brilliant save by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper did the right thing to come. He followed that ball and he narrowed the angle. And he was able to block a good shot that was on goal. It definitely would have gone in the back of the net, but he would have done well. So he saved his team an opportunity there from going behind. And so Georgia lives on. So far, the Carnbee Mount Pleasant has had the closer chances to be ahead, but those things don't count for points. It will go down at the end of the day saying, yeah, they had the better chances, but unless they get it into the onion bag, it makes no there's no credit to you. Referee says play on. Referee allows an advantage there and not too certain, and then the referee is pulling it back, and a card comes out. The player is going to be carded. And the FIFA laws are very clear where that is concerned. If it's a cardable offence, the play is supposed to be stopped immediately, except it's a situation where it's leading to a goal. But once it's a cardable offence, the game should have stopped a long time ago, and the card issued. But we seen there where the referee allowed the play to go on, and some football guru would question if he still has the time to issue a card after he allowed the game to have gone that far, because it was not a goal scoring opportunity to say that he allowed the play to finish. It was, the ball was going nowhere, really down the line, far from the goal, so he could have at least blown the immediately and give the card, and then continue the play, because there was no advantage to be gained. But the referees usually will do their thing. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't. But we appreciate our officials for the task that they undertake. It's not an easy thing to be running out there, taking the criticisms from the players, from the coaches, from the spectators, and they still have to do it. And so we say thanks to the Tobago Football Referees Association for the Herculean task that they have undertaken in terms of carrying these games. I would like to see the spectators and players alike respect our referees for the job that they do. As I say, sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't. But it's only they are human, and that would happen from time to time. We over the years have enjoyed some very nice games in Tobago, free of violence and all that, and I would hope that it will continue as a trademark here for us here in Tobago, where we respect the decision of the officials and that the game is played in such a nice, friendly way. Georgia to try to make something out of it. Long kick down the center. And the referee says it's a kick. So it's a foul against Carnbee Mount Pleasant, just on the edge of the 18, and a card is going to be shown to the Carnbee Mount Pleasant defender. So the referee is just dishing out cards, and you could hear the players asking concerning the challenging the decision of the referee as to why he would give a card. But again, as I say, the referee's decision is final, and he has shown the card again to another player. It looks like maybe it's a Georgia player, and that might be for dissent. Oh no, he. So there is an opportunity here for Georgia to similar spot from where Leeds at their corner, their free kick and scored, but this time Canaan, the Carnbee Mount Pleasant is pulling away with it, trying to see if they could mount an attack that is going to give them an advantage, but properly defended by the Georgia FC, and they are back in possession of the football. And the referee assistant is saying that ball has gone out. The idea of going around the defender and accelerating the pace was good, but you got to take into consideration the closeness of the move to the goal line. And by the time he would have gone around the player, it was overhit. So it's goal kick comfortably for Georgia. Chance here for Canaan, for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Keep saying Canaan. And a big miss there that could see this one going for an opportunity for Georgia, but well handled in the back there by the defense. Ball coming across, but headed out there by the defense for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Still not out of it yet. Still in some danger as the balls keep bubbling inside the area. Finally out. Yeah, high foot there by the referee, right hand spot to see it. Again, another opportunity for a free kick as a player for Georgia is down. And the referee signaled for the physio to get on to deal with that. Again, an opportunity here for Georgia. A very good spot in terms of where the ball is, the center of the goalpost. So you have an opportunity for a right footer, a left footer. Any one of them could take it from here because it's center. And this is where sometimes teams try to confuse the goalkeeper in terms of how we set the wall, by having two players, one to kick left and one to kick right, and leave the goalkeeper guessing, because where do you set the wall? Which angle do you block? And so at the end of the day, the goalkeeper has to just choose one side and try to defend the other. My mind tells me that that wall is too close to the ball. It needs to drop back at least another 3-4 yards. The referee now tells the player wait on the whistle. Opportunity here for Georgia. What's going to happen? High and wide.
That's funny.
It's a foot race here now. So it's Carnbee Mount Pleasant trying to see if they could change the scoreline here. Still Carnbee Mount Pleasant with it. And then they give it up. So again, it's going to be Georgia's turn now to take it the next way. Can he get the ball across into the 18? Can he cross it? He does so. And then poor piece of football. At the end of the day, the referee says that's enough, guys. And it's the end of the first period of play in this second part of the doubleheader between Carnbee, Mount Pleasant and Georgia. The scoreline is 0-0. So they go in at halftime 0-0. We see you back here at the next half. So we are just about to see the resumption of this second period of play between Carnbee, Mount Pleasant and Georgia FC. The first half was a very team half. Nothing really said by both teams. No question really asked. So no answers to be given by both teams. And we are hoping to see a better run of football in this second half, where the teams will settle along and start knocking the ball around and playing the passes between space and so on. And hopefully we'll get some goals. But it is all that we can wish for. Both teams are playing here with the understanding that they need the 3 points in order to continue on. And so they know what they have to do in this half. Like both coaches, managers would have said to me that a draw is not what they desire. In fact, the Georgia team would have said that they need the 3 points. Not to get the 3 points will mean that their chances are out. So the 3 points they need. And so we are hoping that in this period, we will see definitely a team stepping up to at least shaking the Tara netting, as we see, or the onion bag, getting the ball into the back of the net. So it is Carnbee Mount Pleasant with the touch off in this half. And wow, that was, if they had that gone through, it would have been a beautiful pass, and we would expect that the result from that would have been goal. But the good defensive work by the defense for Georgia, averting any trouble whatsoever. Throwing for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. So what we're seeing there now looks a little better than what we saw first half. With teams are trying to knock the ball around. They need to get a little closer in terms of the midfield, with the fellas playing forward and the defense to move forward as a unit. I find that the space between the attackers and the midfielders are too wide, and so oftentimes you're ending up with just one player with the ball and no support for him. And it goes for both teams, not just one. Both teams are playing like that. Again, look at that. We have a situation here where it's just one. It's just one player trying to take on 4 defenders. It's always going to be thing. No support. I'm seeing here on the recreation ground, and he has been here from since this evening, looking at the game. Coach Bertil Sinclair, a man who would have coached me at secondary school and had been with Signal Hill for many years, and then went on to coach the national team, and had also gone on to coach in St. Vincent national team. So he would have been around, and it's nice to see people like Bertil Sinclair still showing keen interest in the game, to leave his home on a Sunday afternoon and come out and to take a look at what is going on. I had a brief chat with him in the first game and even in this one concerning the standard of the football that is being played. And yeah, he, like me, saying the same thing. There's a lot to be desired. So the referee, the bench here is screaming. The referee, they are calling for a foul. The goalkeeper came out of his goalpost and was out there for a long time and almost got himself into some trouble. Yes, so coming back to the conversation, so Coach Sinclair would have noted as well his the standard of the football in terms of the ball movements, and a lot to be desired. And I concur with him that the standard is really below par. We should be far ahead in terms of our game and ball movement than where we are at. But this is Carnbee Mount Pleasant again over touching that one again, and that's the problem with the players, the ball control, the ball movement, over touching, and so on. And we're seeing some substitutions to be made here by Carnbee Mount Pleasant. 2 substitutions to be made. Number 9 is going in, and we have number 3 coming out, and then we have number 20 going in. And number 13 coming out. So it is Georgia FC who is with it at this time, and they win a throw. The referee says no, it's going to be a throw against Georgia FC. It's going to be a throw for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. And we see another player going down here. Looks like maybe cramp or whatever, because that player came off already in the first period of play, and he is again down. So maybe, I don't know if it's cramp or whatever. We're still waiting to see what is really the situation with him. One will hope that he is able to continue, or at least can walk off, which would always be a good sign when they can walk off on their own. But if you're just joining us, it's the Tobago Football Association League, continued from 2023, and it's Carnbee Mount Pleasant versus Georgia FC, and the scoreline here at Blackrock is 0-0, and we are into the second half of this competition. In the earlier part of the doubleheader, we had Leeds United playing against Stokelyville, and Leeds United came away winners by 2-1, and have done justice to themselves in terms of giving themselves a lifeline, as they are with a good chance to be in the semi-finals. So it's Carnbee Mount Pleasant now to restart the game, and they have done so. A nice ball. Can he get the ball to the... Can he get the ball? I don't understand. He should have taken the ball towards the 18-yard box, and he just stood as though he did not know what to do. And the crowd goes up in a roar because the player would have gotten the ball through the legs of the number 4 here, and the crowd is just, or at least the bench for Georgia is really making a roar of it, almost like a sort of embarrassment for a player when that happens. Or we have Georgia making a play, number 16 in, and also number 19 in. We see the intention that he tried to take it on the thigh and then cap the guy by hooking it over his head, but unfortunately he couldn't get the power he needed to get it over, and it went outside. Can he get it across the area? Chance here for Georgia. And blocked out and goes behind. It's going to be goal kick. A corner, sorry. Deflection of the defender there goes behind. So it's going to be a corner for Georgia. And this game so far lacks a lot of things. And we really and truly are hoping to see what is going to be the result, because both managers say that they expect to get 3 points from the game, but none of them seem to be doing that just far. Ball coming in, cleared off the line there by Kenan, by the Carnbee Mount Pleasant, and then coming back onto the back post, goes into touch. It's going to be goal kick. Yeah, goal kick indeed. Throw in for Carnbee Mount Pleasant, trying to mount an attack here down their left side. Shot coming from way out, not going to trouble the goalkeeper. And we have yet to see any number of shots on goal. The game have been played in such a bottled area that they have not really been, none of the goalkeepers have really been tested for the duration of this encounter, except for one save that the goalkeeper made coming out and would have done in the first period. But since the second period, the ball is being played just in the middle of the park area, and they're losing it in the final third. We see Carnbee now trying to see how they can get this forward, but robbed by Georgia, and then given back to Carnbee through a throw-in. So very unattractive football played by both teams so far, and it leaves a lot to be desired here, but Georgia is trying to come the other way with it. Again, it's almost like a kicking and hoping. Nobody wants to play sensible football and knocking it around. Again, ball high in the air, headed out, and that has been the order of the day so far with this game. Chance to shot here. Still a chance of opportunity. Shot on goal. Well saved by the goalkeeper. Going low and using his body to prevent that one from going in. Again, we had two try at goal here. Now it's Carnbee Mount Pleasant to try to see if they can do it on the opposite side. But again, not enough players moving forward. And the distance between the players up front and those in the back is too wide. You're having a situation where you have 1, 2, 3 players up front, and then there's a big gap in the middle of the field, and then you have the 18-yard where all the other players are, and you want to know what is happening. And both teams are doing the same thing. I'm not too certain what kind of a constructive football you will play, except you're going to play it long, which is what they have been doing. So you are not seeing no proper build-up of play. It's always a 1, 2 touches and then a big kick. 1, 2 touch and a big kick. That's all you're getting here. Nice ball. Round the back, but too straight. And the defender is handling that very well. Can he get it in? Shot towards the back post. Oh, brilliant save. It looked there from the time it left his foot as though it might have gone into the apex of the goal there, but the goalkeeper was right there to pluck it out of the sky. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Give him credit for that. So we are seeing at least a shot or two coming in the last few minutes from both ends of the field. We hope that we will see more of that going forward, and one will probably result in a goal. But as it stands there, very, very unattractive football, to say the least. No team is willing to take the ball and to play it on the ground and knock it around and look for passes. It's 1-2 and then a big kick. So let's see what happens going forward. Ball coming across, a chance of goal. And he actually, you would say good defensive work if he were the defending team, because he would have gotten that outside. But you expect that to be rolling into the back of the net. Poor piece of football by the striker there. That should have been a goal in the bag for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. The referee's assistant flag is in the air. And again, the ruling football as it relates to the referee and his assistant. The referee's assistant flag was in the air so long. It means that the referee is not running the diagonal run, and he is putting the assistant at his back. He's putting the assistant at his back, so he cannot see him. He should always be running where he could see the assistant flag. That flag was in the air almost for about a half a minute. And players have to be calling the referee to indicate that the referee's assistant flag is in the air. So referee, you would want to probably look at that. When you get a video, you would probably want to look at that again to make sure you correct that your positioning, so that you don't blindside yourself where the referee's assistant flag is concerned. Georgia with an opportunity here from about some 40 yards out. Let's see if he will try the goalkeeper from this distance. You do well to beat the goalkeeper. He does try to get into the box, but it's cleared away there by the defense. And no doubt it will be a throw-in. They are throw-in for Georgia FC. Referee says corner. I know the defender was hoping that he would get the push by the player, but the referee says no, having none of it, it's going to be a corner. So opportunity here for Georgia. Can they get it into the box? The ball comes over, head goes up and headed over the bar. Again, long kick. Not trying to walk the football around, just trying to kick it big. Opportunity here now for, again, the ball running off the player, no proper ball control, and bringing the defenders into play. This game could have played without midfielders. All they needed was defenders and strikers. No use of the midfield. Just all the midfielders are doing is stargazing because the ball is keep passing over their heads. So there's nothing for them to do more than to just run aimlessly up and down. Very unattractive football. Very, very unattractive. Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Georgia FC. Opportunity here. Good defensive work by the defender there to keep the striker from not having a shot on goal. Opportunity here gone a begging. Oh. This is a chance here now for Georgia FC. Can they get the shot on goal? And then poor kick, weak kick. No trouble at all for the goalkeeper. Should at least make the goalkeeper make a save. Referee allowed the play and then pull it back, so he has the right to do that. The law allows him to do that. If the play doesn't work out, he could always pull it back, so he's pulling it back. Long kick high into the air. This game is playing with such violence, I tell you. It wouldn't be long before maybe somebody gets seriously injured. A lot of physically strong challenges coming in here and there. But nothing that really looks good in terms of football. And the referee is saying corner here for that's Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Could we see opportunity for a goal here? Could this be the play that brings the first goal in this match? That will probably bring this very sedated crowd to life. You know when a game is interesting by the noise from the crowd. There's no noise at all. The ground is just as quiet, so quiet. Again, opportunity goes a begging. The basics in the football, getting over the ball and hitting it. And again, it's not in this game at all whatsoever. So goal kick for Georgia FC. And kick straight into touch again. This type of football, unattractive football, that is always going to end up one way. Three passes. So we're seeing substitutions about to be made here for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. We see the big 30 wearing number 12 going on, and I know that a few of his he coaches for the Sigdal Hill Secondary School, so I know a few of his players that he usually coach will be here to look at coach play today, and they will no doubt want us to talk with him after to see how much mistakes he will make, for the pressure he will put on them when they make mistakes. So the opportunity is there for them now to see their coach at play. So Georgia FC with the throw-in. Both teams look as though they had to settle for no points in 1 point in this game, because none of them look as though they're going to score in this game, except something comes out of the norm. But so far the game is played in the midfield, and it's a 1-2 boom kick, 1-2 boom. Nice pass by Tutti, but challenge here by the defender. Still Canaan, Carnbee, Mount Pleasant cannot get it inside there to make something out of it. Looking for a shot. I see line up with left foot, but can't get the shot off. Good defensive work. Still defending. Could he get the shot off? Trying to get the shot. He gets the shot, but ill-directed, deflects off a play and come right back out. Still can't be Mount Pleasant with it. Ball comes here to Tutti. He is looking. Marcel is with it, looking to get a pass in. He goes back. And a strong pass that is going to go into touch. Too strong for a goal kick for Georgia FC. Very, very, very quiet game. The crowd is not in any uproar. You're hardly hearing the crowd because the game is played in such a way where there's no excitement in the game at all. You would almost think that these are two teams at the bottom of the table and there's no chance at all for them to qualify. You can't believe that these are two teams that if they get 3 points out of this game, they put themselves in a position to at least qualify. The way in which the game is being played. Ball onto the back post. Can he get it in? He flicks it in. But again, the basic in the football to finish. You're not getting it from any of these teams. This should have been an opportunity for a goal. Again, Carnbee Mount Pleasant have had the easier of the chances. One that should have just been rolled over the goal line that went wide from a player coming on back post, and now again a player had an opportunity. This is Tutti. Marcel getting it across, but again cleared off the line. Very good move by Marcel, indeed. But unfortunately, we have a acrobatic kick coming there, but no trouble for the goalkeeper. Again, the game is being played with just backs and forward. So the entire center of the field has no players at all whatsoever. So whenever the ball comes, you could almost make a mistake and get it back because there's no one in the midfield. And I don't understand why both coaches, nobody's taking advantage of this situation. And easy call for the referee assistant there, just waiting for the player to touch the ball and the flag would be in the air for offside. Carnbee Mount Pleasant again. Trying to mount an attack. Still Carnbee Mount Pleasant. The player goes down. Still Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Still Carnbee. Can ever shot. Shot and goal. Straight to the goalkeeper. Again, they're creating some chances in the last half here, but again, none of them seem to be able to find the back of the net, and the scoreline will remain the same, 0-0. It is Georgia now with an opportunity to at least get a shot on goal. And still Georgia cleared out there by Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Right, so he did the right thing to leave that ball because had he touched it, he would have been interfering with the player offside. He left it, but then a poor pass inside. And again, we have the situation of this long big kick down the field. Making the game very unattractive. Now let's see what Georgia FC will do with this one as they try to mount an attack here down their right side. This is a foot race, but the goalkeeper is going to win that easily. Overweighted. Squaring it for the back post, cleared out there by the defense for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Still Georgia with it though. Can they get the ball into the area for at least a chance? The ball comes in, head goes up. Shot come and goal and goal. Poor piece of defensive work by the Carnbee Mount Pleasant team. Very, very poor piece of defensive work. A ball came in and it should have been cleared off the line, and they allowed the Georgia FC player to have a shot on goal, and no one was there to charge the shot down. He had a clear shot at goal and he made use of it, and it's Georgia FC who has taken the lead in this encounter, scoring their first goal and the first goal of the game to put them in a 1-0 advantage. And I tell you what, the Carnbee Mount Pleasant team would have to feel that they would have let themselves down, because they should have at least been in this game at least 2 clear goals. They should have already been up by 2 goals, at least 2 goals. So Carnbee would have to try to pull themselves out of this hole that they have gotten themselves in. Had opportunities to score and they went a begging. So they now are going to have to try to make it count now. Can he get the ball into the area? The ball comes across to the back post. Can he get it in? He could have controlled the ball on his chest and he had enough time, but he decided to head and he headed it wide. But it was a good drop on the inside that eventually went behind for a goal kick. So they missed an opportunity to pull the score level. And let's hope that this goal that was scored there by Georgia FC will be the goal that will put some spark and some life in this game, because it's really been played without any kind of excitement. So let's hope that this is what is going to trigger this excitement. And just going back to the goal by Georgia FC, it's really against the run of play, because Carnbee Mount Pleasant is a team that has been getting the opportunities, and then out of nothing comes Georgia, and they had an opportunity and they put it away. And that usually is the case at times with teams that play all the football, and then when the opportunity comes, they don't take it, and then the other team comes from against the run of play, and they take the one opportunity and it counts. So Georgia leading this encounter by 1-0. And the coach did say to me that he didn't come here to lose points today. He come to take all 3. So he would have said to me, a win is on the card. He has to win, because if he doesn't win, that he could count this opportunity here goodbye. So Carnbee Mount Pleasant is in the same position. They need to win. They can ill afford to lose. And nice ball and poor pass, but the pass before was a very, very nice one-time pass. Can he get the cross in? The ball goes for a corner. Can they make this count? Can they get it into the box? Can they get a head on it or a foot on it? Can they get it into the back of the net? Georgia will be doing their best to try to make sure that doesn't happen. Poor corner indeed. And kick downfield. Again, Carnbee, Mount Pleasant running themselves into trouble, and they just can't seem to get the ball into the 18-yard area to try to get an opportunity for a goal. And now we see one Georgia FC player down. He managed to get back up onto his feet, and he's pulling on the front of his boot, which is always an indication that there's cramp involved. But they are leading this encounter, Georgia, by 1-0. Carnbee Mount Pleasant is trying to pull the game back by getting back into it. Georgia FC looking to stretch its lead a little further to secure the 3 points. The Carnbee Mount Pleasant team is still in with a chance because it's just 1-0. But they would have to work very, very hard and quickly to get back into it, because we are into this second period of play and half of the second half has gone. So if you got to do it, you got to do it now. And the referee is indicating infringement. Surprisingly, that the player is not shown a card. It looks very much like one of those where call the both feet were into tackle. Players are taking the opportunity to get a little water break while the Georgia FC player is being attended to. So he is up and off the field as is the custom, and then he would re-enter the field as soon as the referee gives him permission to. But while it remains a free kick for Georgia FC, who leads this encounter by 1-0. Opportunity for a shot. Charge down. And it seems like there is some great injury probably that has taken place here. Unfortunately, where I am standing, my vision is obscured. We have our camera on an elevated position, so we are having it on the tape. But for me commenting on what has happened, it is going to be difficult because I did not see the play at all whatsoever. But the player is down, and based upon the response I'm getting from the people on and around, it seems as though there might be some blood involved and different things that are happening. So there seems to be a set of excitement here. The paramedics have been called on to the field of play, not just the physio for the team, but paramed. So we will see what is happening there. The player is still being attended to. Several players are around, along with the medical people and the physio for the team. And So we're waiting to see what really and truly is happening there. If we had sponsor, I could have sent you for a wood from our sponsor, but we don't have. We do. So I could send you. So let me send for.
Because it run at the bottom of the screen. It run at the bottom of the screen. So
Right, so you can definitely see our sponsors there running on the bottom of our screen, so you can take it there. But Heritage Sports, we want to say thank you so much, and for the sponsorship, we're always very happy to have you along with us. And I when I say if we had sponsor, I was talking in terms of an ad, so we could have run to the ad, but we have no advertisement, so we keep it live. While all that is going on, the player is up and off, so we wait to get any information as to his well-being, and as soon as we get that, we will probably let you know. But so far, the ball is back in play. It is Carnbee Mount Pleasant that is trying to get back into this game, and they need to, because if they don't, they're going to lose all 3 points here. And so we have that situation where Georgia FC is leading this encounter by 1-0. Still Carnbee Mount Pleasant trying to get it in. The ball comes into the area. Head goes up, missed. And the referee's assistant flag is in the air indicating offside. Is spotted now by the referee. Again, the referee would have to do well in terms of his running. He had his back to the assistant, so he missed that flag. He would want to look at this video and correct those runs that he's making. Right, once that ball is played forward, the first thing he should do is glance at his assistant to make sure that everything is everything before he even continues with his projected run. Opportunity here for a shot on goal, and then he does a little too much with the ball and end up losing it. The ball goes for a corner. So opportunity here for them to level the score line. Can they make it count? Can they get that good ball into the area that will give them an opportunity to get back into this game? The ball is played short. Yeah, running out of ideas. Running out of ideas is what this looks like very much to me in the final third. Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Nobody seems to want to take the opportunity to score. And when they look at this tape, they would see that they had the opportunities to be winning this game comfortably. And they have let that slip from their grasp. And now they are in a position of losing all 3 points, as Georgia FC is sitting comfortably here at this particular point in time and looking to start another attack. Cut out there well. So this is Carnbee Mount Pleasant now. Can he get the cross in? Can he beat his man? Can he get the cross in? He goes down. The referee assistant, the referee sees nobody is interested, and the referee turns and walk away. And the players are upset. The bench for Carnbee Mount Pleasant is infused, and they still are going on, because I tell you, at the end of the day, from here, it looks good, but the referee was even closer than I am. He was just about 10 meters away, and his assistant was just about the same distance away, so they could have told. And if they say, well, we got to go with them, that they have seen it clear. Maybe when I see the footage, I will know definitely that there was no foul involved. But an opportunity here to get the ball into the box. Can Carnbee pull this one back? Or with Georgia FC defend it well? The ball comes into the area. Head goes up. Head and goal. Saved by the goalkeeper. Head again. And goal. The referee says, the referee has sounded his whistle, indicating that there is an offside. So there is some infringement that the referee saw. Once the whistle has sounded, it means that it's no goal. Once the whistle has sounded, there is no goal. Because when a goal is scored, there is no need for a whistle. So once the whistle is sounded, there is no goal. So at the end of the day, Georgia FC continues to hold on to a slimmer lead of 1-0. The referee is indicating an infringement that he cited, and so it is going to be a kick coming out of the area. The Carnbee Mount Pleasant team is a bit upset about the ruling. We will take a look at the footage and we will tell you what happened. Right? You could always go on to Tobago Update Live and you can check it out and you will know whether or not you have a case. But the referee so far has made his ruling and we got to live with that. Ball is played there again. This is an opportunity. Can they get the ball in? Oh, the player goes down. This is definitely a foul this time. And the referee says that is a cardable offense. So we are seeing the referee putting one of the Georgia FC players into his book, and the referee is the referee is setting it up for a free kick. This is an opportunity for the Carnbee Mount Pleasant team to get back into it. Very, very controversial game indeed. It is very, very controversial, and I know that we will hear the end of this, but we wait to see what this free kick is going to turn out to be. Opportunity, ball comes in across the area, goalkeeper punches it out. Again, ball comes back in and then booted out. Can Carnbee Mount Pleasant get it back into the box? Ball floated in nice. The ball is left to run through. Can they keep it in? Can they make a chance of it? Shot to come and go. Shot and goal blocked away by the defense. Charged down nice. Shot again. Can they get it across? Ball comes across and cleared outside by the defense. Very, very good piece of defensive work there by, or was it a kick on goal that went wide? Again, the Carnbee Mount Pleasant have themselves to blame because they have had opportunities that they should have been well ahead in terms of this game. They have squandered all of them. One could only remember the goal in the first half of play that they should have, that was cleared off the goal line by one of their players. Just all you had to do was to tap it in the first period of the second half. Georgia FC. Carnbee Mount Pleasant slipping in the process. Referee says handball. Handball. So it's a kick for Carnbee Mount Pleasant. Played quickly to Marcel. Marcel tries to find his man, but the ball goes under his feet and goes into touch. And so it's going to be a goal kick for Georgia FC, who continues to hold on to this very slimmer lead of 1-0. But so far it's doing it for them. And I see the referee's assistant looking at his clock and saying 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes. And maybe what else is remaining at the time, but 4 minutes to go. Can Carnbee Mount Pleasant get back into it? They seem to be putting all the pressure on. The ball, they are camping out. They have siege. Siege is taking place here in that half of the field. Now they're going to come out. They get a get out of jail free card, and a referee is going to show a card to a player for what we call dissent. And let's hope that he's not already booked, or else he would have to come off. And yes, he has already been booked, so he has been shown the second card, and he's off. He's off. You hate to see players go that way. You hate to see players go that way because it's very, very hurtful when you have to play. You're already down 1 goal and you got to play short because of something that could have been avoided. It's one thing if you tackle a man and you are given a card. It's another thing when rudeness, dissent, as we call it, is the reason why you have to leave the field. And usually in cases like those, we say you are not a team player. When you do that, the team is depending on you. We need you out there. Getting a card and getting sent off doesn't help the team. All right. So Carnbee Mount Pleasant playing 1 goal down and 1 man short. Marcel is with it still. Marcel looking for movement. He plays it out to find some support. But he can't pass the Georgia FC player. And the Georgia FC player is taking this one. They're trying to stretch a lead. They're trying to seal this game. He lines up a shot. He's kicking from way out. It goes high, it goes wide. And maybe in American football, you would have got a touchdown. It's something like that. You'd have probably get it. But this is soccer. So there's no points in that. High and wide. With just about 2 minutes remaining in this game, Georgia seem to be holding on with the 3 points. Can Carnbee Mount Pleasant pull any point away from them? Doesn't seem so. So down 1 goal and down 1 man. So here we see a corner for Georgia FC. Ball coming in. Ball played over the top there for a foot race for Carnbee Mount Pleasant to see if they could salvage a point from this game. Kick to the back post. Can he get it in? Ball comes in, saved by the goalkeeper. And the referee's assistant flag is in the air. And that also is the whistle that announces that this is the end of this game for today. It is Georgia FC taking the 3 points, winning by 1-0. And Carnbee Mount Pleasant have only themselves to blame for it because they had opportunities. I know when they review this tape, they would see that they should have won this game comfortably by at least 3-1. They had an opportunity where 1 goal from right on the goal line. You're still wondering how could a player kick the ball over the bar from so close. But that's how it ends here. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for your views. We want to thank you for being with us here on Tobago Live. On behalf of my videographer, Mr. Porter, and myself, Alvin, we want to say thank you so much. We want to thank our sponsors as well for partnering with us so that we could bring this thing right into your home. Until then, we want to say good night.